live music show every week, I think, for about the past 70 plus weeks, drawing in viewers from across Australia and the world. We're going to speak to Jackie very shortly, but before that, here's an excerpt from a recent show with Jackie singing a Jimmy Buffett classic.
Oh, I'm nibbling on sponge cake. I'm watching the sunbathe. All of those tourists covered in oil. I'm strumming my six string on the front porch swing. I smell those shrimps, they're beginning to boil. I'm wasting away, forgetting Margaritaville. I'm searching for my lost shaker of salts. Some people claim there's a man to blame. Oh, but I know. What do I know, Doug? It's somebody's phone.
It sounds like a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I had a look at that online yesterday. Jackie Lee's with us now. Jackie Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Matt. How are you?
I'm pretty well. And I like the way you sort of have a bit of a chat to Doug while you're performing, as well. And he gets a bit of banter there, a few instructions along the way.
He certainly does. He sure does. It's good fun. Yeah, we have a good time together.
Now, you're no stranger to performing. I take it you've got a background in music, and prior to the pandemic, you're able to do a few gigs around the place.
Oh, we certainly were. Yes, we were travelling in our bus just before. We have a vehicle. We travelled around in that, and we were playing all around up in Queensland mainly. Mm. Because of the pandemic. Well, that was during the pandemic actually. They were quite well able to do it up there. But when we came home, we couldn't. We had to, just get straight home, and then the pandemic was here, and that's what we decided to do with the Facebook.
I was going to ask how that all began for you. I mean, we know the technology's been there for a while, and musicians have been very good at adapting to that and doing things online. But for you, when did the penny drop and you think, well, I'll just jump on Facebook and put a show out there to the world?
Actually, quite early, because I thought, I was just sitting in the garden. I said to Doug, just record this, do a live thing, Doug, for my grandchildren, kids, my nephews and nieces, and did all sorts of silly little songs for them. And then we thought, we have Urban House, which is a nursing home not far from us, and I knew vaguely knew one of the girls around there who could do a little technical stuff. So I said, do you want us to do a little live show for the residents? And she said, oh, yeah. So we did that a couple of times. And then we've done stuff with the Melbourne ukulele people that we recorded stuff and sent it to them, and they played it on their Zoom thing. We did a lot of Zoom stuff as well, you say. Mm. And we did Zoom with people in England and Zoom with people in here. We call them the River Strummers. And they've got, ukulele people. Mm. And then we just, it's been just... We've sort of known about the technology all along, really, because Dougie's very technical.
He's got the technical side of things down pat.
He certainly has, yes. So it's all, yeah.
And then the shows on you went with the shows. Now the shows have a name. There was something on the banner behind you. Was that called? Is that the name of the show, or is that just
Jackie Lee?
I think it said it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock. Oh yes, there is that. We have. Oh yes, we've had that as well on the. When we were travelling on the bus, and we were coming. We were up in Queensland during the pandemic. Mm. We were doing it from our bus. So I had a thing behind me saying 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah. I think that's great. When you started the shows and doing them each week, and they're quite lengthy shows, each one goes for what, somewhere around an hour and a half?
For an hour, yeah. By an hour, hour, yeah.
Could you imagine they would go on this long? I mean,
No, not at all. It was just something we thought we'd just do that a minute, And then so we thought we'd do it again, and we just kept going. And we realised that people are enjoying what we're doing, so we thought, well, whilst people are enjoying it, we might as well continue. So it's lovely.
Yeah, it is. And what I loved about it was you're getting messages as you go, you're reading them out, and I gather, and not just people tuning in from our part of the world, but from all over the world.
I know. From England, from I'm just trying to think, Canada, and Japan, and where? Philippines. Oh, yeah, from the Philippines, just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, on the subject of that, of course, Jackie, and we might pick it up with your accent. You have you're from the UK originally, I take it. You'd have people listening over there. How did you come to Australia?
Oh, I emigrated back in '83, and I lived in Tassie for a while, and up in Queensland, and came down here, met Doug, and here I am. Been here for 32 years, I think.
Which part of the UK are you from?
I come from Amesbury in Wiltshire, which is near Stonehenge or Salisbury Cathedral. People may have been to Salisbury Cathedral or Stonehenge. So, yes, we used to go and ride our bikes up to the stones and have picnics. But it's all a big commercial thing there now, so you have to pay to go in.
Yeah. But, anyway, it's brought you to Australia, it's brought you to Cobram, and you've, with the help of Doug, of course, you've been able to put on these shows. But obviously, you obviously love the live performances as well, and I gather you might be just starting to branch out again to be able to do that. You had a gig on the weekend just gone?
We did. We played at the One New Tavern on Sunday afternoon. It was lovely. Had a lovely afternoon with everybody there. Trish Milne is the lady there who runs the pub, and she runs the hotel, and she got it all sorted out. It was lovely. There was 30 people in the car park. It was outside, and other people performing, of course. And they've got it again this Sunday at the One New Tavern from, I think it's 12 o'clock till about 4. And it's just nice to meet people again and be playing to people, seeing real live people. Very exciting.
as opposed to reading messages off a screen on Facebook.
Exactly.
But hasn't that served a wonderful purpose as well, though, and a great way to connect to people from all over the world.
All over the world. It's been marvellous, yeah. So it's been good that people have been keeping, it's just, we get a lot of people, regular people. We get a lot of people, we don't know them, but they're regular. It's funny, isn't it? It's great. We love it. And we like the fact that they enjoy what we're doing. And of course, we've got our own little nucleus of people from Shepparton. We've got Anne-Marie and Shepparton and Peter, and they're always coming and Taylor, of course. They always come in every week, and Anne-Marie tells me she's singing along with me and playing a tambourine.
So if people want to check it out, will you keep these Facebook shows going for a little while yet? Do you think, Jackie?
Oh, definitely. Yes, I think we will. I mean, as people are enjoying it, we continue. Absolutely.
Excellent. All right. Now, what's the name of your Facebook page?
It's Jackie Lee. What's my Facebook? Jackie Lee.
Jackie Lee.
Oh, yeah. Jackie Lee. Facebook.com. Jackie Lee Australia.
Jackie Lee Australia. I'm sure people will be able to find you. Jackie, Jackie, Lee, Lee, and that's Doug. You can hear in the background. He's also involved as well. Good on you, Doug.
He is involved, very much so. It reminds me of what I'm doing,
Keeps you on track.
It certainly does.
And thank you, Jackie, for telling us your story, and congratulations on a wonderful way of I guess, keeping people entertained and playing your part in helping us all get through this pandemic. It's been great.
Well, thank you very much for taking an interest and for putting it out there for me.
Good on you.
Thank you very much for that.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Jackie Lee there from Cobram performing on Facebook, her concerts for the past 70 weeks and more. Fantastic effort. Along with Doug, let's not forget Doug doing all that hard work behind the scenes. It's 7:45 and yes, on the subject of music, the Vinyl Vault is very close at hand.